Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us in Triple H Farm Kitchen. Today we are going to can some green beans. I'm Ashley, and later on my daughter, Nicole, maybe, will be joining us. So, yeah, today we're going to can us some green beans. So why don't you come on and join us? Alright, so there's only a few things that you actually need when you're canning green beans. One is your jars. I've already got my jars in my pot over here being sterilized. They've been like this for about 30-40 minutes. So they're ready to go. The next thing you're going to need is some pickling salt or canning salt. This is the one we use. That's the pickling salt we use, or the canning salt. You're only going to put about a tablespoon in each jar. You'll need your tool, your picking up jar tool. I have an empty bucket here, and then I got my green beans in the sink because we've already snapped them all, and we are going to rinse them and then put them in here and get them ready to go into the jars. So let's get started. So here's all the green beans we got. I already got some in here. So what my daughter Nicole is going to do, please ignore my laundry, is she is going to go ahead and start rinsing these. Not hot water. Sorry, cold water. We're going to use cold water and we're going to rinse them. So just kind of...
Something was wrong with that one.
It was just snapped funny, that's all.
So it's probably me.
Okay. Now, the type of canning we're going to do is called cold canning.
Never canned it before, so newcomer. If anybody else is new.
What we're going to do is called cold canning. Now, a lot of your books say to, when you do your green beans, to cook them for about, what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. And blanch them before you put them in there. Well, we don't like our green beans really soggy, like mushy. We like them to be a little bit more hard. So we do cold canning.
Most of them I did snap in half, but I'm used to just like setting them in there.
Okay. So what we're going to do now is we are going to I'm going to bring a few jars over here, and my daughter's real excited. She wants to help out, so I'll let her see if she can do a few. But we're going to bring some jars over here. We're only going to do about 2 or 3 jars at a time because we want the jars to stay nice and hot. And then, so we're going to do a few of those jars, and then we're going to put the canning salt in it and fix them all up, and then we're going to put them in the pressure canner. So here we go.
Yeah!
Alright, so we're going to use our can picker upper, and my lid's really hot, so I'm going to use a towel. And we're going to open it away from you so the steam doesn't burn you.
It happens to me all the time, although I've done that with other pots and pans before, but not with this.
Alright, so you're going to take your little canner thing. Come a little closer, Nicole. You see all my cans in here? No, because Nicole doesn't have the camera like she should? Okay, thank you. All my cans, you're just going to reach in and grab one out and dump the water out of it. Ooh, hot. Now we're going to put it right over here. Okay, we're going to do that to just a few of these. So we have our pickling salt here. I went ahead and put it in a little Tupperware. 1 teaspoon. And you just put go ahead and put it in at the bottom so that I don't have to remember or worry about it later. Then you just take your green beans, move those out of the way, and you just kind of dump them in there.
Did you put water in them?
And when I'm done, yes. Oh, I'm missing a tool.
What tool are you missing?
My thingy. So, ooh, that jar's hot. That was smart, Ashley. Okay, so you're just gonna, if you get a big one, I just break them in half.
Can I do it?
And then you just fill it up.
Green bean on the loose.
Oh man, you can see that steam. Oh man, you can see that steam. So I put my hot liquid here. I use my little thing. And I just fill it up. I usually fill it up to about there, where it's about right at this first little lip here. Okay. Then you take this tool here. You have measures on this side, and you want to do about 1/4 of an inch from the top of water. So as long as it's got 1/4 of an inch headway space, you're good. And then this I use to get all the bubbles out. You want to get the bubbles out. If it has any air in it, it could cause botulism. It's a very deadly disease. And you don't want that. So you just kind of mix it around till you get the air bubbles out. It also mixes up the space where you can, if you need to fill it up a little more, you can. Now my family uses, we eat a lot of green beans. We love green beans.
Delicious.
And so I put mine in quart jars. A lot of people put theirs, most people put theirs in pints. We do them in quarts. If you notice you can have more space, grab you some more green beans and kind of tuck them away in there.
Act like this never happened.
Just make sure you have 1/4 inch. See, I can't put any more in there because I got too much water in there. On this, just kind of does that. Just kind of fill it up if you need to. Okay, so what you do is you take your paper towel and you just kind of wipe the rims. That gets any liquid off the rims so that your lids will stick. Okay?
That's what you do.
You take your rims. I boil my rims. You don't have to. People say you don't have to with the new ones. I do because it gets all of the finger stuff, oils and stuff off of them. Then you just put your lid on.
And you're done. I think.
Hand me one of those towels right there. The jars are hot, so I have to use a towel.
It smells good.
And you just finger tight. You just finger tight. Now you definitely want to do a finger tight because the last jars I did, I forgot to do finger tight.
Really?
And yep, and they all the water boiled out the top. So last thing you do is you put them in your jars, or you put them in your canner. All right, so we finished putting the jars together, and here we go. Got all our jars in there. There's a little line in there that tells me how full to put water. I also put a tablespoon of vinegar because it keeps the jars clean. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the lid on it and we're going to turn it on. And we're going to let it vent for 10 minutes. Then we're going to put the little vent thingy on there. And then we're going to get it up to 10 to 12 psi. And can them for 10 minutes. So let's get started with that side. Alright everybody, so it's been about, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes. And I came in here to check, and we've got steam here. Let me move this over a little bit. We've got steam. You see all that coming up? I'm not going to stick my hand there because it's hot. But we're going to let it do this for about 10 minutes. And then I'm going to put the little doohickey on it and get the pressure going up. Alrighty? We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Alright, so it's been 10 minutes and I put the little doohickey on the vent, and if you notice, this is starting to go up. You want it between 10 and 15 psi. I usually do it around 11 or 12. And then I have the burner on high, so I'm going to turn it down to about medium, maybe to like 4. And we're going to keep it there for 10 minutes. Alright, so it's almost there. It's at about 9 right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn it down because it's still going to rise as the burner cools off. So it's about 11 right now, and I'm going to put my timer on for 10 minutes. So, hey Siri, set the timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Alright, so when my alarm goes off, then I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to turn the burner off. And I'm going to push it back and I'm going to let it cool down. It takes about 2 to 3 hours to cool completely down. I'm going to take the vent, this thing off, and I'm going to let it sit here for at least another hour. And then I'm going to take the jars out and start the process all over again. So there you have it. That is canning green beans, and yeah, that's how you can green beans. At least that's how we can green beans. We love green beans. Cold canning because we like them to be a little crunchy, not so mushy. But my kids, they'll just eat them right out the jar. I don't even have to heat them up. They just open the jar up and eat them. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned. It's maybe something new. So if you like the video or like learning how to can, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. Sorry. And give me a like. Give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment. Maybe there's a way that you guys like to can that's different from the way I can. I'm always up for learning. After that, don't forget to subscribe, because if you subscribe, then the next time I post a video, you'll be notified and you can learn all kinds of good stuff. So, alrighty, thank you for watching. Ta-ta for now.